as well start with you.
Alright. Hey, it's Calvin from Party Vibez, and you're watching Metal Obsession.
And I'm Mike from Party Vibez also. And funny enough, you're probably still watching Metal Obsession.
Is that what I think it is? I think it is! There's a girl in a comic book store! How was she back to know she didn't have a clue, but she had walked into this...
To start this off, tell me about your album launch 2 weeks ago and how people have responded to the album so far.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'll take the lead then. Yeah, it was really good. Like, we were a bit and ahhing. We didn't know how it was going to be because obviously we always play with other bands and stuff like that. So it was our first time where we headlined our own show, where we kind of picked all the bands and we were responsible for everything. So a bit nervous leading up to it, but by all accounts, I think everyone had a pretty fucking good time. So I reckon another look.
Where did you get the idea for the Legends of Gnarlia theme on the new album?
That's all yours.
Okay, so the whole Legends of Gnarlia name, it's just a joke on Chronicles of Narnia sort of thing, but Gnarlia.
Yeah, I got an email from him at about 5 o'clock. Actually, no, it was about 3 o'clock in the morning. And he's like, I've just come up with all these puns. And it was literally a big list of puns.
Yeah.
And one of them was Legends of Gnarlia. And they were like, that's it. And then we kind of worked backwards from that. We're like, well, what would the Legends of Gnarlia be? And then that's how I wrote the lyrics based on that.
So what other themes on the album are there?
Pretty much all the stupid things that I like. So we've got Erase from Existence, was kind of based on Back to the Future, because I'm a huge Back to the Future fan. So all that type of stuff. I was kind of figuring out, well, you know, there's all these songs about trying to kill someone and stuff like that. I'm like, well, how do you take that to the next level? You erase them from existence. So I just wrote some shit about that. And then really like RoboCop, so there's a song about RoboCop.
What one is that?
Sorry, Gamma Bomb.
Yeah. Oops.
What song is that?
Prime Directive.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so that's all about RoboCop pretty much. And, a bit inspired by The Thing by Municipal Waste. So I was like, well, if they can rip off a movie plot, so can I.
And what about FRCBA?
That's a secret.
And we forgot.
Yeah,
Anyway.
what? Throw that back. But that one was based on personal experience of I don't know, fucking
Comic book store.
hanging out in comic book stores, and when you notice that happens, people were like, "Whoa!" So yeah.
So let's pretend that Gnarlia is a real land. What would be the guidelines to entering it?
I thought you were going to say renting.
Entering.
No dogs in the backyard.
None.
Yeah, go for it, mate.
Well, I suppose just general being a chill dude, you know. In the song, obviously talks about specific cool guys, but we like to think that everyone's welcome in Gnarlia, just as long as you're kind of respectful for everyone else and just want to have a good time.
And like good music.
Exactly. Yeah.
Who would be the legends?
Oh, the original.
Yeah. When we used to do it, I used to make a big list of legends to call out in that part, and so I think
Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, Sinatra's been in there. Who else is in there? Can you remember?
I don't know.
Put Einstein in there.
Yeah.
And
Anyone
Nikolai
mentioned
Tesla.
in Renegades of Funk by Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Can't remember because it was so long ago, because we just we had this little interlude thing where Mike would say all the names and we just cut it out years ago and then just put the Slayer bit instead with nothing in it. So yeah, it's sort of just me. Yeah.
So how long have you been writing this album for, beforehand?
I think the songs have probably been in one form or another for probably about a year or two, would you say?
But lady wanted to check out all the shit around here.
Sorry, lady. We'll be done soon. But yeah, probably about a year or two, because we had our old guitarist who unfortunately had to move to WA, so he wrote some of the songs, so we had those left over. And then had a couple of others that I probably wrote in the last 6 months or so. And we kind of looked and went, oh, shit, because originally we were just going to do an EP, and then it turned out we had more songs than an EP, so we're like, fuck it.
And we've been a band long enough to actually release a fucking album anyway, so it's just let's get off our asses and do some work.
So as an unsigned band, how are you getting your music known to people around Australia and worldwide?
Basically, yeah, just put it out there thanks to things like YouTube and obviously your website as well. Like, you've been really great helping us out. The Facebook, you can kind of reply back to people. An email is pretty easy to kind of get in contact with us for bookings, things like that these days. So, yeah, you just basically just keep doing it and hope people like it.
Do you plan on keeping the full stream of the album that you had up beforehand?
Nah, I took that one down now that the album's out, but I put a couple of songs up there because my main thing was that, you know how sometimes you hear a couple of songs off the album, you're like, yeah, this album's going to be sick, and then you get the album and you're like, it sucks. So I was like, it always feels like you kind of conned people out of their money, so I figured I'll let people listen to the album, people realise that you know, we're all just unsigned bands, so everything counts. So hopefully, if you like the album, you buy it, rather than you go, oh, that song sounds alright, buy the album and then hate it. So we don't want to rip you out of your money.
Have you had any label opportunities as of yet?
We did like a 7-inch with a Friends label, but to be honest, it's not something we really kind of look into. Maybe we probably should. But yeah, it's kind of fun. We just like playing shows, and we all work jobs, and that seems to cover most of it. But yeah, if something did come along, definitely would make our life a bit easier.
Let's go, Land of Gnarlia. Let's go, Land of Gnarlia. I said, let's go, Land of Gnarlia. Let's go, Land of Gnarlia. Come on, let's go, Land of Gnarlia. Let's go, Land of Gnarlia.
So what are the band's plans now that the album is out? Have you already begun throwing some ideas towards future music?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think we're playing next year's Future Music right before Fatboy Slim.
Yep.
So
Really?
Yeah, hopefully that'll give us a bit of a leg
no,
up.
I was just playing with him, Andy, because he said Future Music. But yeah, we have been writing a few new songs. At the
Although,
moment.
funnily enough, do mention that we did play one time with Ajax and Gus the Hood Rat. So for all the electro fans out there, you know those DJs.
Yeah, that's why I asked, because he told me that, and
Yeah.
I just thought it could be possible. I mean, like, you played a show on a boat with
Yeah,
DJs.
big gay boat party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're going to do some more songs hopefully this year. What else?
Yeah. Finally get, like, you know, across the sort of East Coast sort of thing.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Yeah.
Is knock out some East Coast stuff, because we didn't want to like play any East Coast shows without actually having an album. So that'll be the big plan this year, and then maybe some stuff overseas.
So if the East Coast shows, we can have an Australian or an international tour soon.
Yeah, hopefully we can get that together. Trying to put something together with a few of our favourite bands and see how that goes. So yeah,
What bands?
I don't want to say yet, just in case it jinxes it.
And, you know, we just keep, you know, everyone's hopes up. So,
So we can let them down when they do
yeah,
finally
just
find out.
bring them crashing down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll just keep hush hush.
Yeah, that's our modus operandi. Build you up, crash it down.
Do you have any ideas for a music video soon?
Yeah, got a ton of them.
Yeah.
Some of them are more retarded than others, so I don't know if the band will veto most of my ideas. We'll see.
Are you going to share the ideas?
Lyrically, we're quite retarded anyway,
Yeah.
so, you know, it makes sense to make something equally retarded for a video.
Yeah, well,
But
I think we're going to try and do one for maybe Land of Gnarlia, where pretty much... Actually, no, I'll shut up, because it probably will end up being completely different by the time we get around to it.
the
Well, you
main
can
point-
still say it anyway,
That's
like,
true.
just a rough plan. Like,
I had an idea for a clip where, because Legends of Gnarlia, as we said, all these people that we respect and stuff like that, and I'm really big into movies, where we kind of, it's like a journey to the show, but as the band, we're recruiting all these people to come to the show, and so there'd be like, I don't know, Bill and Ted references, there'd be like Back to the Future references, and then a few other maybe cross-band promotional references and other, but I don't know.
Whatever we do, it has to be rad. It's not going to be like a second-rate video or anything. So
We'll put the effort in.
yeah,
I can expect that. What do you think of Metal Obsession?
I think it's really good. Like, it supports a lot of rad bands, and it's good to have something that's solely Australian, because it kind of, on the world stage, things get lost a bit because everything gets put out there. Like, potentially you could have a look at any band you want in the world, but it's handy having something to say, hey, if you want to kind of look at Australian bands, here you go, it's right there. So yeah, I think it's good to actually have something out there that's specifically Australian.
Thanks a lot for your support.
Yeah.
It's alright, dude.
The confessions were a tape for director number 4. Previously a secret, now let me try to fall. The you're taking hostage since the city was the law. So the victim's fine, I'm coming to the door.
Your move, creep.
If you could go back to the 80s for 48 hours, what would you do? Any bands you'd hang out with? And anything in
bands.
particular?
I just had
do in general?
I just had do Coca Motorboat, do Coca Motorboat, do Coca Motorboat. But maybe bands. Okay.
Mine's way lame. I wouldn't
Yeah.
even hang out with bands. I'd probably
What
just
about
go
like
back.
all the movie stuff?
Yeah, I'd probably just go back and go see Return of the Jedi for the first time. Like, erase my brain that I didn't know who Darth Vader was, and then see it for the first time again. That's pretty much what I'd probably do.
Probably hang out in the Bay Area and just go to shows every. Oh, it's under
cool
48.
guy with his cool answer. Oh, hang out in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Appeal to the fans.
No, but it was sick back then, so why not? It's 48 hours, that's one weekend where I just get really fucked up and just stage dive to heaps of cool bands. It'd be fucking sick.
I like
hunt down glam people with Paul Baloff or something.
Yeah.
I like how they would have spent
Wet their
millions
hair.
on time travel. Spent millions on time travel and then get sent. You're basically going to waste it or go back and see some bands. And I'd go see a movie. So sorry to the science guys who invent time travel for wasting those millions of dollars it took to invent.
Maybe that's a good video clip about how we're millionaire dudes that just have nothing better to do than spend all our money on time travel to
Stupid
to
time
party.
travel expeditions.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to say?
I suppose, when's this going up? Put you on the spot.
Maybe a week.
A week, cool. Well, we've got a show coming up with Mind Snare. That'll be lots of fun. It'll probably sell out, so get down early to that. It'll be on the Mind Snare page. Actually, everyone probably knows about that show already.
Yeah, I don't even know why you're promoting it.
Yeah. But hopefully, check us out. Party Vibez, Big Cartel. You can listen to the album, Facebook page, all the standard stuff most bands have. Come along and have a bit of fun.
Yeah, and thanks a lot to the people that have already come along and got into it, stage dive, or tried to stage dive, like a 3-person stage dive with 2 guys.
And
thanks to those guys.
Thanks, Patrick, for asking us along to be interviewed.
Let's see how